This is just a few clips of me working with or lunging Primrose. I thought the audio commentary would be the easiest way for me to point out what I'm doing and why. It doesn't always look pretty. I'm still learning, and actually Primrose tends to teach me as much as I teach her each time that we work together. I just have a go, try something, and if it doesn't work, I ask again or try asking a different way. And when I get the answer that I was looking for, then I know I've hit on the right question, and I work from there to improve her responsiveness and improve my general kind of body language and how I'm asking. It's nothing particularly special, might not look like anything new to particularly to any of you seasoned equestrians, but I just wanted to share the way I work for anyone that might be interested. So I usually start by just getting Primrose's attention, getting her to face me, and then I stick one arm out, and she knows now to head out on the circle and go in the direction of whichever hand I'm sticking out. This one happened to be the left this time. Little flick of the rope, get her to trot on. Now she used to trot very fast, couldn't slow her down, she would always be running off into canter. So we've been working on just getting her to chill out, and she's doing really nicely with that now, as you can see. Excuse the camera work from my mum. So yeah, I just have my hand out and she follows it. When I want her to slow down, I bring both hands in, relax my shoulders, and she knows to take it down a pace and chill out. And then out goes the hand, and off we go again. Hands in and chill out. So it's pretty simple, but if you've seen her before, battering off around the circle, going at nobody's business of a speed, it was just not pretty to watch. So she's doing really well, and I'm really proud of her. I just paused quickly. This next bit, trying to get her to change direction without coming in and being sent off the other direction. It seems that a lot of lungers in this country, I don't know why, when we lunge our horses, we stop them, reel them in. Well, this is how I was taught anyway. Stop them, reel them in, and then send them off the other direction. And I've been working on asking them to, first of all, stop, turn on the spot and go the other direction, and then work it up so that they can be going at some speed, and you can ask them to switch direction and they will go clockwise to counterclockwise or back the other way. Primrose has only worked on this a couple of times, and you'll see that this first time I ask her, I'm really not clear with my signal. I simply stop, she faces me, and then I send her off the other way, which is all right, but I have to say it was me that failed her on that particular time. She generally, if you drop both hands, stop applying all pressure, and take a very small step in front of the drive line, so that's in front of like her shoulder to her neck, kind of the withers area, she will stop, and then if you stop focusing on her shoulders and focus usually on her butt, she will stop and turn into you, which you'll see at the end of this. But that's quite useful for transitioning from stop to turning and going the other direction. So just getting a bit of a canter out here. She, being a pony, does like to go quite fast, but she is learning to chill out. I don't tend to tell her off when she drops out into trot, because at the moment I would rather she did that than tank off on the end of the rope like she used to. So there I just relax again. She goes back to a walk. Ooh, there goes the camera again. And off we go again into a trot. Hands in, relax, and there you see her come in. Now this point, I made a mistake, and it's the little things with horses. She does get the answer, she does go the other way, but what I did there, if you go back and look, was I put up a hand for her to follow, but what I did was the hand that I put up had all of the rope in, and she's used to all of the rope being in the other hand, and something that little can make a difference to a signal to a horse. And that's where me as a human, I'm learning to really think about what I'm doing, which is why I started taking these videos, so that I can watch back and learn where I'm making mistakes. So here, this is where it really starts to look not very pretty, but you have to start with quite obvious gestures to get back to what you want, and this is what I've been doing to teach her to change direction. Hello camera, where am I? There I am. So simply sliding a hand down the lead rope, the one that the rope's going to go into. And as I slide that down, that's a bit of a pre-warning, and that will eventually be the gesture to turn. And then that big step I'm making, the lunge, is to block her forward motion in one direction, and a horse will naturally, if you then apply pressure behind the drive lane, go off in the other direction. It only took her a couple of sessions to get this. It still doesn't look very pretty, but blocking that forward energy does get the answer that I want. And she knows then not to panic, just to go off and follow that other hand. She did panic the first few times we did it. She was, if you lunge her traditionally, she will quite often, when you reel her in, refuse to go off the other direction and will start spinning on the end of the lead rope and generally being a bit of an idiot. So you'll have to believe me that this is quite an improvement for her. And here we finish. I ask her for a stop. I relax, refocus on her butt. The butt swings round and she takes a step in and waits for instruction. And then I take a step away to create a draw, and she knows she can come on in and see me. And then she gets a good old pat and a scratch for being a really good girl. So yeah, we're both learning together. I've got a long way to go and she's got a long way to go. But that was just a little bit to show you what I've been doing with her.